It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Tonight we wrap up our Monday night schedule with another great matchup here in Week 17, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
Here we go. Here we go. Six. Mega. Set.
On play action, here's Ritter.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Ritter.
And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And we're going to see the ball in the air quite a bit here. This is a top 5 passing offense in the NFL. And they certainly like to get everybody involved. So this defense, they're going to have to be able to counterpunch somehow. They couldn't there, and it's an opening drive, first down.
Got it. 22 needle. Ultra. Go ultra.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
Ready.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8.
Red cycle. Ready.
Another throw coming up here for Ritter.
Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
But we know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles. And there, when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the number 1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field. Things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Let's go now.
Here's 2nd and 10. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Field, black. Ready.
Ritter with it after the play fake.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Come on, set.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Red, yellow. Set, cut.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter.
Flush to his right. And it's caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Falcons will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Cup 19. Cup 19. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Ready, ready.
Here's Cook again.
Breaks a tackle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
The Seahawks at 5 and 10 now on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
And now his first throw of the night is hauled in. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
79 Broncos.
2nd and 3.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Dragon 60. 19 tight. 19 tight. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready.
Cook up the gut. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Got it.
And here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
18. Pioneer. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Let go.
Now back to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Getting the ball is Cook, running left.
He'll get this up to about the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Go. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Outright to Smith and Jigba.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Hot, hot.
They'll look to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 33 yards. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that one makes it 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Down.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And cycle.
And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Ready.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Ritter will set up to throw it. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Ritter to throw it. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Claws red. Hut, hut.
Ritter now.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Green catch. Ready?
Ritter on 1st and 10.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Jalen Phillips in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Ready,
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Blue striker. Set.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
On the set.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Right. White.
Working from the gun, Ritter. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it.
Ready.
Back to throw, Ritter. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked by Julian Love.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
On a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick 6, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
Now for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Let's go now.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Now this throw caught left side, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
Set. Ready. 6. Mega. Set. Go.
Ritter off the play fake.
Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick 6. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
Here we go. Set.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Smash. Ready. Ready.
Ritter back to throw.
And he will find his man on the outside. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
Down. Red, cycle. Cut.
Going play action. Ritter. And caught by London. Touchdown. Drake London. 29 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter two, they... some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us, because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the players about, hey, what if things get a little rocky early? They all said the exact same thing. We're prepared, so we're confident things will work out. And so far, they have started to do so.
Those three words we hear a lot: stay the course. They go play action here on first down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And I think the ball's out, and the Falcons grab it. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Now Ritter to throw on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight, planted their feet, and forced the incompletion on first down.
Ready, set.
From the 21, it's second and 10. Here's Ritter. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to...
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
On play action, here's Ritter.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Trey Hendrickson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready, break.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
You yell it. Let's go. Start.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Got a man. It's London.
On the ball.
And they're going to speed things up here.
Right. 97. Ready.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
Come on, set. Ready.
Back to throw.
Smith and Jigba with a grab.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
A gain of 7 brings up second down at the 33-yard line.
Ready.
Handoff comes to Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
19 Lions. Ready.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Panther 11. Mustang 19.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Ready.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Go.
A give. This is Cook.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down, Seahawks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right. He struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's got Smith and Jigba.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
36 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Shot, 17. Ready.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing 2nd and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible. Now has him within throwing range of a first down.
Here we go.
3rd and 8.
Ready.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 56 yards as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Now the extra point. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
Liking 18.
On 2nd down, Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Man in motion left. That's Smith and Jigba.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now Cook. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Bobcat, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Chop 60, chop 60.
He'll drop to throw. And this one caught by Coates. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, no.
Back now in Seattle, Washington.
2nd down and 6 now.
A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
And he'll be stopped at the 46, gain of 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was the big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He finds Smith and Jigba.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Buying time to his left. Escapes the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson, his second sack of the night.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Ritter's pass completes a Pitts. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
On the ready.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Let's go.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Set.
Ritter off the play fake. Forced out to his left. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Ritter now. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Set. Ready.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Drill 52. Pause red.
In motion left goes a tight end. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 74 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Ready.
Second down and a yard.
Cowboy 80. Go.
Now a run with Cook. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Go. Ready.
They run again on first down. Cook.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
They'll drop to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
2nd down, goal to go.
Mustang 19. Cup 19. Cup 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Dragon 60. Nineteen tight. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go.
Here it is. 4th and goal.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Here we go, set.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Come on, set. Hey, full fury. Set.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now Ritter. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. And it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Falcons,
they continue to show they'll be a tough out in the playoffs as they move to 14-2 on the year.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Seattle.